The next step in learning SketchUp is to draw with dimensions and with size. As one looks at this block that we have here, you might think it's only maybe the size of a phone or something like that. This is actually quite large. To put some dimensions on it, it actually is 20 inches tall and it's close to 48 inches wide. That's as wide as a piece of plywood is, a full sheet. So without seeing your dimensions on the screen, you really don't have any idea how big it is, the item is that you're drawing. I'm gonna highlight by drawing a box all the way around this and just hit delete because we're gonna start over again. And I want you guys to draw a couple of boxes, and this is how we're gonna draw them. First, grab your square tool and pull this out. But what I want you to focus on right now are these numbers down here. And you see as I'm moving those around, um, they're quite accurate. They're in the 64th of an inch. And if you tried actually landing right on, like I want to draw a 2-inch by 2-inch block, it'd be almost impossible to get it to land there. So the best thing to do is to type in those numbers, but there's a certain format that you have to do. It works basically the same as coordinates on a graph that you may have learned about in math class. And for this, what I'm going to do is type in 2, 2. And look how I typed it in down there in the dimension spot, 2, 2, and then I'm going to hit enter. This has created a 2 by 2 square. I do want to make sure that it actually went there. And to do this, I'm going to use my dimension tool. And I'm going to click on the corners and then pull a dimension off of that block. Now, I can use the same thing with my push-pull tool. I'm going to grab this surface and start pulling it up. As I'm pulling it up, it's telling me in the distance in that lower right-hand corner again, it's telling me how high up it's going. Again, I want to make a cube, so it's 2 inches tall. So instead of trying to land this on 2, which could be very time-consuming and difficult, just go to your keyboard and hit 2, enter, and it'll snap it right there. Again, double check your dimension. The reason that I have you guys double check your dimensions is when you're doing this, I want to show you, when you're pulling this up and down, actually, anytime you want to go backwards, Alt, Backspace is a great trick to do to undo your last couple steps that you did. Say I'm bringing this up, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to type in 2 on the keyboard, and I'm going to release my finger off the mouse, and it didn't actually go to 2. I've had a lot of students make this mistake. It is so important. I'm going to go back again with Alt Backspace. It is so important that you actually type in the 2, hit enter, and double check your work. Because you could go on for a couple of steps now, and with one false measurement in here, everything beyond that point is going to be wrong. I want you to create a 2 by 2 block like this. I want you to create a 3 by 3 and a 4 by 4. Please create all those 3 blocks, and I want to see those on your screen. Alright, good luck.